amazing, and I think he just is so explosive and will be the danger man that Singularity have got to deal with more often than not. I'll go with cell rate. I think he kind of was Mr. Consistent, as we always talk about being important. But we are straight into the pistol, of course. The action just unfolds instantly. A very awkward fight across the board for everyone. Nikados is on 2 HP. He's found a second kill, though. That's a little crazy. And ESPADA, 5 versus 3 early on. There's some low HP bars, though. It could swing either way. Down goes Nikados on the backside, so they're split here. Finnegan in an interesting spot. Not going to jump up, not going to get cheeky. They lose Dima. I think they might just have lost the round off the back of it. 4 versus 2 with Softic having to do most of the work here. And they're playing headshot angles. This is not going to be easy by any stretch of the imagination. Oh, yep, goes down to Tobias, and that'll be that. Finnegan's already out of there to save his armor. Of course, not taking, because he took a headshot, not taking any damage to said armor. That's something to consider for the next round. But Singularity getting the pistol, there you go. Lovely stuff.
They're going to try to prove us wrong time and time again, Scriv. Why do I get the feeling this is going to be another long dust too? Look, might have just jinxed it, or I might have just willed it into reality. Either way, Singularity winning pistols seemingly goes hand in hand for them. Nikados doing a good job of holding them back, allowing his teammates to run to long. The counter aggression from ESPADA immediately punished, and ESPADA will be buying, doing what they do. Scouts, pistols, Singularity, AKs, Galil, Mac-10, very common second round buy. And Singularity, hopeful they can find 2, Scriv. ESPADA going for damage. Obviously, a round win would be sweet, but a bit of a struggle for that, isn't it?
Slow start from Singularity. They rush out and take the long control. But beyond that, they've not found as much. Ooh, and the Lurker going to drop pretty early on. Finnegan takes him down. It's only a Mac-10 to be losing, but gives the game away that they find the Mac-10 on the Lurk. Dexter with an insane headshot coming in. Didn't even see that. Didn't even notice that. The fade away from him. 4 on 3. Tobas and Nikados are incredibly low. Cell rate's pretty damn low. This is looking dicey for Singularity. That is for sure. All these Deagles in play, just going to clap them out. The bomb comes out a little early there from Nikados. Great flash. Dima gets the double. A triple overall. And ESPADA steal away a really clean force buy. And this is the thing we were talking about, right? The pistol looked pretty good. They worked off of their initial frags and whatnot. But you have these force buy rounds, which can be very dangerous if you get caught sleeping usually. And now, I mean, they may well be falling asleep. So, like, there's a lot of work to be done. Oh. Wait. What? I'm confused. I swear I heard a CT get tagged. He got tagged for 1 damage? What I can't do it anymore. I'm out.
Was that the Molly that did that?
Maybe, you know.
There's no way. Unless he got hit in the face with it? That's wild. ESPADA, they do steal the round away from Singularity. They've lost 1 player early. 1 for 1 typically favors the T's, but in a round like this, if they get the first without getting traded, that is ideal. Clearly not ideal here for Singularity is the weaponry they have. They're going to group up towards Cat, but look at the posturing from Dexter. The corner of long, with Patsy worrying about long doors itself. Singularity just going to wait things out, try to bait out utility, because this round's more about dealing economic damage, baiting out all the utility you can, then making the round close. Here we go.
The missed shots. Dexter will capitalize. Well done from him. Looking for a few more. They're not really flashing him off the angle, but also staying low, hiding away, but eventually comes true. Jump peak is solid. They do get the bomb down. Nikado's the only one left. Waiting for the boost up, but he's just not quite clean on the angle, and he will get clapped out. So ESPADA get that second on the board again. Another pretty easy, pretty clean round from them. Few deagles to be saving. Don't mind if I do. Singularity. Bomb plant comes in. They'll look for an eco. And then we'll go to buy in the next. So our rifle round comes ever so slightly late. Not massively, but a little bit.
Whew. Spot off to a decent CT side start. Sotvik is in the market of pushing down mid. And it's just pistols spread across the map at the moment. And not a lot to be said about them. Yeah, Red Star gets a kill. That's cool. Constellation prize. You can grab the bomb and that Mac 10 if he really wants, or MP9, wherever it may be. Not the most favorable weapon now, is it? If they can get a plant singularity, that'd be pretty cool. They're buying next no matter what now, Scriv. But ESPADA have postured nicely around the map. I mean, look at Finnegan. He just ain't playing games.
No, sir. Great spot for him. Gamer all chiming onto cell rate. Looks like they are cleaning up house here. Remoy on 2 HP. Red Star falling to Dima. And surely not. Ooh, close, you know. But not able to find a frag. So again, just the one. ESPADA really clean rounds coming in here since turning things upside down in that second. And they have built up a lot of bank very quickly. It's certainly worrisome here for Singularity. First rifle round comes into play though, like I said, slightly later than usual. But all the same, Singularity hoping to get it on the board. Ooh, this is a good read, you know. Oh, just not. The smoke is, I guess, perfect for the CT side there. Wow, that's kind of unfortunate. That is really unfortunate for Nikados. Just cannot catch a break. Tobis is angry. Tobis is looking to brute force his way into the A-bomb site here, Keith. He's found one. Bullying his way in. Molly will keep him at bay for now, though.
How does Singularity get back into this round, Scriv? I'd have to say it's got to be from Accelerate. They don't have long control. Yeah, they're waltzing up to site. Cool. And they'll plant for Cat. No utility to aggress in their post plant. Finnegan, will he look up? Will he spot it? Will he check it? Bricks, no. Accelerate comes out on top. Dima coming in through CT. Red Star in sight, looking for some fight. Wanting to allow them to come close. The delay game is real. No kits, by the way. I don't even know if this player on Cross has one for Dexter. That's it. That's round. Wrap it up. Put a bow on it. Singularity pull it out due to ESPADA's lack of awareness, in a sense. Perhaps the timing was just too quick for ESPADA. Didn't react in time.
Yeah, I have a feeling just through, again, that fatigue and frustration and whatnot, we're probably going to see some very instinctive rounds from Singularity, at least initially. You know, so I feel like they will be looking to keep this speed, keep this pressure on. But we'll see. We will see. ESPADA do indeed, after building such a great bank, have money to buy. Finnegan going to open up as well over on B. Red Star on the edge of the smoke, drops Dima. Certainly not all said and done just yet, but Dexter looking to make sure it is all said and done. Red Star's also relatively low and caught sleeping. Softic just walks out into him. The information was in there from his teammates on short. 4 on 2 looking much more doable here for ESPADA. And this would be a real kick in the teeth for Singularity, but Del rate top and middle. Does drop another. Remoy creeping out. Finnegan has to win this fight to kind of seal the deal. If Remoy takes him down, it could be absolutely massive. And yeah, not finding him on that angle. Has no idea. The car's shooting at... Why is the car shooting at me, guys? Nonetheless, 1v3 for cell rate. 40 seconds left. They vaguely know where he's at. They hear him moving now, and he just has to make some kind of a move, and it's going to be so hard.
Ooh. SINGULARITY right back, Scriv. They seem like the team that like answering the call. Whenever they need to get around, grind one out, they're always good for it. Singularity, their cash is in a really awkward place. Tobez. Okay. Excuse me?
This is where the fatigue comes in.
But like, I'm gonna like I understand.
I think we're gonna be saying that a lot, you know.
But like, just drop a couple pistols over, and you buy next. No, right? If my math's correct, they could all have AK's utility next. So why chase this? I don't think this was a double save. Chat, tell me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure this was not anywhere near a double save territory. Tobas could have dropped the off for Nikadaz. Yeah, they would have been so fine. They're getting $2,400. So, like, that was the silliest buy out of them all from Singularity that we've seen today. But you know what's not silly, Scriv? Hellcase! They're them boys. Malta V15. Check them out in the banner below. And the command in the chat. There you are. There's the lovely banner. They're great partners to have, and they've made all these overtimes possible. Actually, they've made the CS possible, not the overtime.
Yeah. Well, I mean, in turn, you know, by proxy. And, you know, I'm glad they continue to support us well into the early morn here. Not for yourself, of course, but still... Fatigue is, you know, long games are long games. I don't mean to flame, I'm just saying. I know some people get restless and a bit snappy when they're tired. Singularity may well be the case in their camp at the moment with the communication and whatnot. Breaking down ever so slightly, perhaps. Oh. Red Star not able to find anything, forced into an awkward spot. They also can't take him down, so that's a little funny. And then Dexter on the repeat just immediately drops cell rate. So, magnetic field has been turned on by Red Star. All the bullets going around him. Finnegan, meanwhile, is inside the field. So, you know, the science doesn't work no more. Remoy drops shortly thereafter. A sick round for ESPADA and no contest. As we would expect.
Well, here we go. AKs, these are kind of what we expect. And ESPADA looking to close this one down. No upgrades from Finnegan and Sophic. They're really wanting to stretch this money out, and kind of rightfully so, right? You want to stretch the money as far as you can. Create the biggest gap possible. And they don't even need M4s to lock this out. Finnegan, Dima, Patsy, the AKs. Toba's all of a sudden alone in a 1v4. AKs are plenty now for ESPADA. I believe there's an op drop, but they don't even want it. Dexter can afford their own. They'll just keep the AKs. They're so rich. They'd rather have AKs than pick up op, Scrib. That's where ESPADA are. Singularity must be feeling defeated. And it's a feeling that I don't envy. It's a feeling that I wish upon no one.
Yeah, really starting to settle in now, isn't it? Really looking tough. Kind of what we expected on Dust 2 for a lot of different reasons. Inferno was meant to be their map. But at the same time, it would be nice to keep this one competitive and just, you know, keep yourself in it. If they get rinsed here, they might not be able to bounce back on Inferno again. That takes energy that they are... we are joking about it a little bit here and there, but it is genuinely a concern. For the Singularity guys, whether it was, you know, close to 1 a.m. or whether it was early in the day playing like 6 hours of Counter-Strike pretty quickly back to back to back, and now you come into another one is no easy feat for sure.
out this round. As I say, you're going through the motions, right? Your IGL's called a little bit of a work picks, go default, get catwalk, play very loose. And ESPADA are not giving you a thing. Run boost? Oh yeah, the double run boost. There goes one. They get caught out mid-air from Sodpick. He didn't even let him land. That's kind of sad. That's like a colon left side bracket. That's what that is.
A sad face.
Yeah, that's, yeah.
I know. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have explained the
That's
joke,
okay.
dude.
You take my thunder, Scriv. It's fine.
Well, I'll admit, I kind of had to say it out loud just to make sure I was right.
I know, I'm just messing with you, yeah.
You know, because I wasn't sure. It took me a bit longer than I think it should have done, to be honest. Patsy claps her head off. Cell rate going to fall early. Looking good for ESPADA coming into our next rifle round, Keith. He rushed out there, did cell rate, and he rushed into his death. So, not the best of starts. Singularity very quickly falling behind. A slight fluke on the radar, but it seems stringing them together is going to be tough for them. Even fighting back going to be tough for them. Sophic walking in, catches them, nades in hand, finds one, trying to bait them back in towards the AWP. It doesn't quite work out, so a little unfortunate on the follow-up play, but the initial play is sound. Patsy's pushed down long as well. And they're split in a 4v2, with one of them being contained at short. He has to fight his way out, whether it's at the front or the back. He needs to find a kill.
To the window, to the walls. Donikados fights off these catwalks. I don't know where I was going. It didn't really rhyme. But he's fighting off catwalk. That part is true. Finnegan, that is a tight AK angle from Boy. Too tired, I guarantee you, to react to that one. That one's brutal. And as Nikados will cross elbow, he'll try to get to sight. A bomb plant would be sick, but unlikely. A clutch, on the other hand, that would be pretty cool. Finnegan's gonna get boosted up. Nikados expecting, but cannot pull the trigger in time. ESPADA being just clinical and together, Scriv. They're getting rounds across the board because they're playing in unity, and Singularity trying, but just cannot bust the bubble right now.
Yeah, they are really trying, but it's like each round that they lose is just another sad moment for them that, again, is going to add to all these, like, negative emotions, man. I really like to talk about the emotions and all that and the mental play. That's kind of my analysis, right? The analysis of the people rather than of the plays. And it certainly is going to be coming into play on a day like this. But we'll see. We'll see. Time will tell. They might be able to bounce back. They're going to have to start now, because it is not looking too good at all. Another rifle round available, though, so work can be done. Flash over the top. Patsy turns away from it. No skin off his back, but Tobis will take the skin off his face. Paint a bit of a grim picture. And a 5-on-4 ensues for Singularity. There you go. Maybe that is the chance that they were looking for and the chance that they needed.
But they're taking their time. They're waiting up. The longer they wait, the more ESPADA push through tunnels. The more they push through tunnels, the more information they gather, the more they're going to be able to clear sight, or they're going to clear B tons, they're going to clear mid, and they're just going to out-rotate you. They're pinching on cat. They're just going to hard assume no one's coming cat from Singularity. Like, mission complete. This allows Dexter to reposition, allows that player on A site to get comfortable. And now they've rotated with utility they can use to hold you off. Singularity, you've waited too long, but can you prove me wrong?
May well be the case. Remel is looking to pull it back. It wasn't looking good for a second there, but they are indeed doing it here. Sophic gonna fall. And the B rotators are the last defenders, really, to try and salvage this back. They're split, so this is really not ideal for them. An AWP in the hands of Dexter as well, also not ideal. Drops red star, and Finnegan needed to find that. Now it becomes a lot harder for him. Takes the wide swing. It'll all be onto Tobis. Eliminates the first, knows where the second is coming from. They're both so low, but Tobis has the headshot angle. Can't find it initially. The gap gonna close. The time ticking down. Toby's trying to get in behind him, but Finnegan too smart for him. Will drop him. Is there enough time for the defuse? I think there is just about. And that's the closest they've come in a while on the Singularity side of things. They will be so, again, frustrated and upset that they can't take it over the line. At least another buy is possible. But the round itself, not doable. And they will once again have to take it on the chin and hope to get a 10-5.
Yeah, that's the goal. You definitely need a few more rounds, don't you? You need a bit. Perhaps this quick catwalk pressure of Patsy. While blind, 1 and almost a second. Dexter's next up. He's going to be chased. He needs some teammates. He needs some help, and it will come in time. He'll post up. He'll take his one, not fall, and repeat. That's how you do it. The long swing, though, is very anticipated. I'm not sure how ESPADA did not assume that was next. I guess they're very silent. Way to catch him sleeping. Still have to get the bomb to the remaining members of Singularity, which honestly gives Finnegan some prime time to creep out here.
Yeah, again, not said and done. Oh, this is a nasty angle. Okay, gets the dink. Need to follow up. They're taking it nice and slow here. He comes in from Nikados. He's still around. They're going to split up, which makes life so much easier. Finnegan, how does he play this? How does he approach it? It is a tough one. He knows there's still a player dip behind him. Oh, Nikados going to peek up at the right time, though, and we'll drop him. Singularity finally get that third on the board. Hell yeah. See whether they can make it. 5. That is what they need overall. 4 would be nice, but is not the best.
Yeah, definitely. Everything you said times 2. That means it's more intense. That means I don't have to do any thinking. I can just take your points and multiply them. Thank you, Scriv. ESPADA. Clear blue box at long. This gives them a bit comfort. And there's the out from Dexter. Starting to find some victims. Flash in for Patsy. Oh, the spray. Suffolk's lucky to have cleaned that one up. What does this do? Well, it means they've now eliminated any pressure from long. Catwalk is exposed, but that's why Utility's getting tossed there by Dexter, who's going to position himself on long corner for the 1. Even if he gets the 1, even if he stays alive, it's a man advantage for ESPADA here, Script.
A solid one as well with Dexter finding that frag. Oh, all right, Dexter. Singularity might be a bit tired and a bit checked out, but he certainly is not. Catching them all too fast to handle. Magnificent. So that'll be the 11th. 4 the best they can hope for on the Singularity side. 12 looming. So really not looking good here, Keith. Dexter to open up as well. The salt in the wound.
Yeah, that must sting. Your last chance to get another round on this T side. As ESPADA continue this speed run. A nice shot from Dexter, immediately traded by Red Star. As Suffolk hears the nades, sees the nades. Gonna try to set up Patsy on site. And Singularity are very spread. The player towards mids attempting to make a play. He'll be mollied. He'll be forced up cat. Not sure where all the damage just came from onto the ESPADA members, but they're getting the kills. Taxi's gonna fight. It's Red Star alone, the stand-in. And this would be a stand-out 1v4. There's always a chance. Damage dealt, 40 seconds, bombs on his back. He's been starting to get flanked from long. But they keep fighting him, Scriv. Do not give this guy 1v1s.
Yeah, they definitely need to respect him here. And they will eventually. Dima going to drop him, not to be. They realize, okay, relax. Let's play it safe. Let's just calm down. Is all good. 12-3 for ESPADA. Expecting it to be dominant, I think, coming into it, Keith. I can't lie to you, like, with the map, with the circumstances for Singularity. But this is perhaps a bit more dominant than I was expecting, considering how close we did actually see the Dust 2 just come. Yeah, their work cut out on the CT side of things. The double upsell was pretty prevalent, was pretty nasty. In the overtimes, of course. See whether they pull that out or whether they'll have the money to do so moving into their CT side, or even the time. Woo! Well, you know, loot bet, they don't think they're going to have much time left.
Yeah, I tend to start to agree. We're going to have to see some blips of genius from the Singularity boys. They're running in trouble. They're running into hot water. And this is the ESPADA pick. You never confirmed or denied if my picks were right, by the way. You kind of just let me assume.
But I'm pretty sure you were correct. That's why I said.
Okay. Well, you never praised me either. That's fine. Singularity got a couple kills. Finnegan and Dexter. Scriv, listen, I always need validation.
Yeah, I don't know.
If I ask you, how do I look in this outfit? You always say amazing. You don't think about it.
I suppose.
Thank you. You say, you look beautiful tonight. Dexter's alone. How is he still alive and not taking any damage? I couldn't explain it to you. He's gushed up another. Hang on. He is absolutely maxed out of his mind. He's working around the site. Oh, does he get the flick? Oh, how does he get the site player? Dexter, don't do it. What is that filth? Dexter is a menace, and he lets them know the French kiss.
24 kills in 16 rounds. Just let that sink in for a second. This is what I was talking about. This is why I picked him as my man to watch. You know? Because he is a fragger, and he is so hard to keep up with. And he just continues to frag, taking down Tobers early on into this one, looking to get the first map cleaned up nice and quick. Take us into the second and probably take their A game to Singularity on Inferno. Okay, look at those. Oh, got other things to say. Just find one. Which, look, at this point, it's not bad, is it?
Nah, you need anything you can get at this point, don't you? Be honest. You need motivation. You still have more maps to play, more CS to be had. So, yeah, you're not going to complain oh so much. But this is going to start to snowball a little bit. Finnegan and Dima looking to take it into the B site. And it is just scouts, so. There should be 14 for Spot of Scriv, and the money from Singularity in the next is pretty much just forced by again, isn't it?
Yeah, dude, I think you gotta force buy yourself into oblivion here, to be honest, or start winning. Like, what can you do? You're a bit screwed, and I think they kind of know it, regardless of what they do. We'll see, though. I mean, the 1v2 is certainly possible. Finnegan, I'm kind of talking like it was over. It looks like it is. Finnegan's brought it down to 1. Remoy has retrieved a Galil here. Whoa, okay.
Wow,
there is a bit of life left. And I'm pretty sure there's enough time. So they'll get the force buy. There you go. Maybe we shouldn't have written them off so fast. Okay.
To be completely fair, though, Scrib, the scoreline would show that they're a bit defeated. So to write them off in that situation, I think was completely fair.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's time to put their money where their mouth is and
Yes.
see whether they can start to prove us wrong a little bit, that they are indeed in prime position and prime form to make this a competitive series.
Yeah, but again, not to harp on them. They've played a lot of Counter-Strike for a long period of time. I mean, so have ESPADA, so maybe both probably equally as exhausted. If anything, it's maybe later in Russia than it is, right?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, they're equally as tired. The AK Scout, they forced by what they can on the ESPADA side. Singularity. Finnegan, you can't allow him to hit that shot. You need to get a kill there from Ramoy. Red Star, the fill-in. On the corner of Long, gonna get peeked here at any moment. He's gonna try to help his teammate fight Catwalk, but they just can't connect. They can't hit shots. Singularity all of a sudden start clicking. If Degger's Scout can just find the shot, and of course he does. 14 for ESPADA. They force by right on back. And just like that, they have broken Singularity. Economy, round-wise, you name it.
Oof. Is all I have to say about that one. Tough to stomach when you thought that you had done it. This is it, boys. The comeback. And then you just denied immediately. Certainly got to be painful to be on the end of, but it is what it is. They look to win another force buy and stay alive a little while longer. Easier said than done at this point. Dexter holding the back end. Looking good. As he will hope to hold on. Remoy has actually clapped him out there. Demon now has to pick up pieces. This is a little giddy, perhaps. He's got the rest of the boys. The cavalry has arrived to avenge the death of their fallen comrade. But tags coming in. Damage certainly coming in. This is not looking too good. Okay, and there you go. Patsy going to go down, as does Sophic, as does Dima. And suddenly it's all onto Finnegan in a 1v3.
Finnegan wanting to bring this back, but his teammates are gone. Keep in mind, no head armor for these Singularity boys. Means this Galil will one-shot. 1 AK down. He's going to start to push up mid. That flash could indicate one of two things. He's pushed into T-spawn, or he's close left and they're doubling up. He's gonna swing. Does he expect the last one to be behind him? Tobez securing it. You could tell he was like, I'm not gonna whiff this. I don't want to whiff this. I don't want to whiff this. Took the time to line it up to take the shot. 13 for Tobez, really leading the way for Singularity as one of the more vets on this roster. Finnegan definitely makes it interesting with his glove Galil color combo, but it is Singularity get 5.
Yeah, just gaining confidence right now. Definitely concentration rounds, not too much from them, you know, like it's all very slow and patient and jing your bets at the moment. Four on 3 in favor of ESPADA. Are they going to do it again, Keith? It looks kind of likely here. Slowly but surely working their way in to the A-bomb site, the CT side. Little do they know, there's no real commitment from ESPADA here. As they're going to move towards B, and I think they might just bamboozle their opponents with this.
Yeah, they definitely have thrown a bit of a spanner in the works, haven't they? They've said, we've killed one of you towards mid, one of you towards long. We have a couple weapons of yours now. where are we most likely to go? Well, the answer to that is like cat and long, right? You have the weapons there. There's probably some utility left for you to use. And all of a sudden, they're in B. Smoke's down. Bomb will get planted. If you're Singularity, I don't even think you want to save, right? What's the point? You're going to be fighting for, what, 10 rounds in a row? It's already too late. Their decision's made. They are going to save. But I really would have liked them just going for it. Your weaponry's better. And more importantly, you just simply have to, don't you, Scriv?
Tough times on Dust 2. 15 will come in. They will have a fighting chance into the next to stay alive. But whether they take 10 rounds in a row is another question. As they have to deal with that klaxon so very often. Gonna be tough. Gonna be really, really tough here. They don't have a lot of time to work with, but we will see. Buy is decent enough, but still not ideal. I think ESPADA should be able to close things out now, at the very least in the next couple, right? Bring it close, keep it competitive, make them shake a little bit. And then, you know, you find yourself a nice clean way in.
Red start. Oh, wanted that headshot. Will not be rewarded for it, but Tobiz towards Cat could double in, and he will. Nikodos, sorry. Tobiz won. Nikodos towards Cat. I thought that's where the initial kill came from. Might have been, but I think I was in lower tunnels. Wow. A lot of work now for SINGULARITY to bring this one back. At least the AK player still has full HP, Scriv, but they need to grab Bomb, which is kind of in a weird spot. Singularity, though, with their weaponry, they need good rotations, and right now they don't have that.
We'll group up, though. I'll push in together. So, right, hiding away, peeks out, clapped out. That could be big. The fact that he goes down without a frag. You have a kit available, but that is it. No utility for Singularity into this retake. Oh, Nikodos had to win that fight. Takes down Dexter. Nice and clean, nice and quick through the smoke. Down goes Patsy. It's all onto Finnegan. 1 versus 3. He knows vaguely where they're coming from, right? You can guess where the third one is, ultimately. But the round, gonna be tough. The clutch, gonna be hard. Low but short. They creep in. Finnegan looking for the early fight. Takes down Red Star. Not quite able to find the second. The gap gonna close. This man behind him surely is coming in. That is the deal. And there you have it. They will just about get it over the line. Remoy should be able to get the defuse in.
No.
Going to be awfully close. Oh! It is close. It is close. Counts his lucky stars that he can keep his team alive. There's still 9 more in a row required.
You want to know what's crazy about that? I'm pretty sure if he kills... Remoy defused that, correct?
Yeah.
Pretty sure he kills Remoy first. And Nikodos last. Like, if it happened in reverse order, Nikodos wouldn't have got there in time.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's pretty big. But they still have to get through AKs. Bomb plant gives you money. Cellrate's taking a risk. Will they clear this angle? Sophic wins the first duel. And they're not expecting Cellrate. He can't double him himself, though, Scriv. That could be it. That could be all she wrote. But they're taking their time. They're waiting up. You want to know why? Singularity, a man down. They're the ones who have to make a move.
Yeah. And they're hoping that they do, right? I'm going to catch them with their pants down, so to speak. Looking good for ESPADA. But I think they know it. The past few rounds, they've gained a bit of respect for Singularity, and they know, okay, the CT side looking a bit cleaner, a bit more confident. Oh, my goodness. If they'd have been looking the wrong way, that could have been big. They might be looking the wrong way for Remoy. 1 for 1, not enough from his fallen comrade, but... Oh. That's sad, isn't it? That's sad. He was just about to get around the corner. Might have been able to shoot that player in the face, but it's not going to be the case. He actually goes through it. Does he run through it? It looks like he runs through it from the damage, so smart stuff. Can he find another? He can. Key sprayed out. It's all going to be on to Patsy to clutch up, and he has no idea there's player behind him. Easy frag for Nikodos. And Singularity get a 7th, staying alive for another one.
I'm going to keep on rocking. This lost bonus and bomb plants, though, may catch up to him. They won't hear. Bottom have to save. The funny thing is, you're 1 round away from breaking it, so you're going to invest in a little bit. Just sadly, is it a case of too little, too late for Singularity, Scriv? Unfortunately, it may be. It's just one of those things, you know?
This is the round, isn't it? The Deagles. I see them. I know the power they hold. Maybe it isn't. Nikodos opens up. Remoy's still alive, and a lot of information. Oh no, being spotted. Oh no. Demon and Patsy coming in. Patsy drops Remoy. 3v2. Not like this, boys. AK retrieved by Patsy. The remaining 2 players are the B rotators, and they are in disarray. No real utility to work with. I mean, 1 flashbang, but it's going to be hard. Another M4 retrieved. Oh, no. I can see it. I might have cursed them here, Keith. I might have cursed them. The flash comes over the top. The rush coming in. No,
Can Finnegan hang on? That's the question. Demo will do his best and accelerate alone. Everyone can blame Scriv that we're quickly moving to the next. Singularity's in pick as ESPADA knew Singularity have had a bit too much dust too for the day, and they come in all guns blazing, don't they?
Yeah, I'm sorry about that one, boys. I am sorry about that one.
That sounds pretty sincere. I guess, you know what? I'll let it slide. I'll let it happen. Sounds as sincere as I'm going to get at this present moment. And now, win conditions for Inferno, Scriv. Is it... They've already taken one over ESPADA today, but I feel like this is a more fresh ESPADA in terms of play time and waiting.
Yeah, they definitely just need to tap into like some of that energy that they had earlier on. Find a bit of a second wind, right? And be like, look, Inferno is our map, boys. It is our map. We can take it. We can do this. I think that is the difference maker, but it's so difficult to employ that. They got a little rinse there, maybe not expecting it to be that one-sided. A lot of flat rounds, a lot of rounds where we saw, you know, a guy swing in and caught kind of sleeping. The reactions weren't quite there. So I think definitely playing into things here, and it is going to be tough for them to bounce back on Inferno. But look, they just have to come into it and be like, Inferno, our map, our home, we're solid on this. Let's go for it.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. We're going to throw it to a break. When we come back, I swear, it's going to be a good Inferno match. You have my word. Let's go. Bananas. It's map 2. It's Inferno. Let's go. That summarizes the day. It summarizes the CS. My shirt is gorgeous. I've suddenly hit a second wind of energy.
I need to get my hat, bro. You've got your hat. Carry
Yeah,
on. Let me
hang on. Do you want me to go backwards? We're going backwards? This is how you like wearing hats.
Wait.
So
just carry on. Just carry on.
I will. While Sylvester Stallone grabs his hat or whatever he looks like, Steve Buscemi, that's who he looks like when he wears a hat. While he grabs his hat, we're going to talk about the next map. It's Inferno. It's one that Singularity actually beat ESPADA on earlier today. And let me pull up those stats real quick as I take a look at that match. So if we take a look, it was 16-10. And Dima popped off 24-17, but Nikodas and Ramoy had one hell of a series. In my opinion, looking at these stats without watching the match, I would say Nikodas and Ramoy carried the rest of Singularity through this victory. 22-10, 26-15. Seem to be playing really well. It looks like their T side, actually. It's kind of their go-to. What up, Buscemi? Buscemi, welcome.
Bro, I'm actually really annoyed because I had a flat cap. I found it, the one I was telling you about.
Oh,
I found it the other
Peaky
day.
Blinders type of thing.
Yeah. I found it the other day, and I don't know where I've put it. I've lost it again.
Well, you're gonna have to find that because that sounds like a hoot. If we can both wear flat caps.
Yeah.
And I'll do my British accent, and we'll go through the day like that. That could be a lot of fun. What do you think?
I'll try not to laugh.
At what?
Nothing in particular.
Oh, okay. Well, we do have a third map, and it's knife. So it's second. Wait, did I say third map? I'm losing my mind. Second map, Inferno. I feel like I've said that a couple times now, Scriv. I don't know what's going on anymore.
I don't know either.
Okay.
Where am
I? Well, you're in your room. That's probably the first saving grace. Second saving grace is we just saw Singularity. Well, we saw. I don't know if the stream saw. Them win knife. Yeah. So they're gonna start CT side. Their T side was a bit favorite of theirs in their match earlier against these boys from ESPADA. But again, this is 4 or 5 hours later. So a tiny little
more
bit
than
of
that. More than
Is
that,
it more than 5 hours later?
It's
like 6?
Well,
like 6 hours and 20 minutes?
5 o'clock my time. So like 7 hours and 20 minutes.
Yeah. Okay, it's been a while. It's been a minute. It's been a minute. Yeah, it's been a minute.
Been a hot minute. I'm actually so annoyed, man. I don't know where I've put that flag, and I literally found it like 2 days ago. Either way, loot bet ever present, of course. Our primary betting partners. Patsy gonna remove Remoy's head. Looking for a few more here. 5-on-4 as it is an absolute bloodbath in at middle. And yet only 1 kill coming away. It looks like it should be a bloodbath is what I'm trying to say, right? So many bullets being wasted. The shot to kill ratio not so high right now. Great Molotov coming in. Red Star can't find anything. Patsy gets his second. The B-bomb site falls. Nikodas is here quickly. He has to be the hero as he so often is. And he will get a second. Just like that. Into a 3-on-3. Out of nowhere. He gets ever so slightly spotted. He's got no ammo. He's out in the open. The molly cuts off his retreat. And it will be a man advantage once again for ESPADA. Although slightly more up in the air here. Definitely not all said and done. Topfic is low. Delray is sneaky. His hands get shot off. Finnegan, meanwhile, is just about able to stay alive, and Dexter will take down Tobiz. So it's close, but the initial frags go in the way of Patsy, mean that ESPADA come away with the pistol.
Nikodas really did try. He hustled real hard. But ESPADA walk away. Oh, the richer. And 1 round up. And here we go. It's a forced buy, of course, from the Singularity boys. Scriv, this is typically what we've seen, I think, all day long. So I do appreciate the teams that save and then risk that first buy. But I guess mathematically speaking, someone tried to explain it to me once. I'm just too dumb to figure it out. You get more buys out of force buying here and then saving, and then your economy's bigger, and then if you lose that, you can buy it sooner. I don't know. I'm not smart enough for that. But the pistol does have the first pick. That's what I know.
The econometrics of Counter-Strike. There you go. Big word. Kind of. Means like the maths of economics, I think. Or the math of economics. I mean, you know. Have to accommodate for all viewers. Don't know why that's a thing. You know, why you have one mathematic and we have multiple. Don't know. Don't know. Remoy coming in from behind, no retaining man advantage. That's actually the bomb. Keith and cell rate as well, and all the chaos finds a frag. So 1v3 for Sotfik here. And he's making a lot of noise. He's bouncing around. Ooh, he's baiting him out though. He's gone back and forth. I'm not sure they've even really heard him do that. Like they seem to have no idea. Okay, or maybe they do think they have an idea. That's really well done from Sotfik. The B bomb site is open. So actually, this looks somewhat doable.
Somewhat doable indeed. Bomb going down for Sotfik. It is the weak Topaz close, and they're going to hear Sotfik scurrying into CT. Now, Topaz is going to think one of two things. He's going to think he's scurrying in CT, he's in construction. He's in construction. Or they're going to clear this angle, which they will. He knows the second's there, but Ramoy gets a headshot. Singularity say thank you for the weapons, thank you for the guns, our armor thanks you, and now does the round. As we will steal that one away. ESPADA. Just a little too much risk taken in that.
Yeah, maybe just a bit. Just had a bit of a jump scare there. My hat fell off my head. Jeez. Anyway. Good job I'm not vocal with my jump scares normally. You know, some people letting out a little yelp. Do you have a yelp when you get scared by Counter-Strike? You know? Get shot in the back of the head. You're not expecting it. Oh, speaking of which, Demon might be doing a bit of that. 3 of them here, so he does need to be careful. But there you are, peeks out, finds one. Traded back. Would have been nice to have another, but not going to be the case.
This is another one of those rounds that can go any way, right? If ESPADA get the timing to jump out before Ramoy gets over that AK and they overwhelm these 2 players on site, that could just be it. Sotfik given some room to work with the AK, not going to get spotted. Did they see him? How is he this far out? No one's seen him. He's in pit. They're mauling their own teammate in pit. That is the level ESPADA are at right now. Sotfik not calming, he's in pit. And they're gonna, assume that they don't know he's here and try to back up and wait? I think they now know. He's gonna go ahead and finally take the risk of spamming down Red Star. Good AK controls. Finnegan will brazenly push into the site. Bomb onto Finnegan's back. 28 seconds, keep in mind. Cell rate's out of ammo. He's to a USP. Madness will pursue. Cell rate goes high. He'll finally go down. And his Topaz alone, Scriv. What?
How did it come to this? And he finds Sotfik instantly through the smoke. Man machine. Absolute machine.
What?
He's on 1 HP. Finnegan takes him down with an eagle. The headshot's a bit overkill, mate, but... Oh my goodness, at least they get it. Holy hell. What a round.
Understatement of the year. Like, what is that? That round was filled with ups and downs. If you're into rom-coms, that was a romantic comedy love story. Is that what a rom-com is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was not a very good one.
Yeah, no, that didn't definitely ended in violence, which most rom-coms don't, but definitely started with a story of love there with the player in pit, and then it ended in comedy with the Deagle headshot overkill, 1 HP. Double smoke towards Moto. Tobin catches the first hit as Deagle. Smackdown 2 nearly. And Ramoy, he's tucked in with the bank 7. If he gets the first HP, Blair, how does he? He shot him in the knees. That's not how the walking mechanic works. You can't stop him like that. And it's Red Star Nikodos. Maybe hopeful to find Sotfik. That'd be pretty cool. That'd be an okay outcome. But Sotfik's AK spray is better than most. 4 kills for him. ESPADA with 3. Whoa.
Okay, ESPADA seem to have found some stability, taking it to normality here. So it will be an eco. Pretty hard eco from Singularity. But we'll see whether this continues or whether Singularity will be able to fight back into the next buy round. As I feel that they need to. If ESPADA get off to, you know, a flying start and keep this going, keep this rolling, get the momentum and everything. We've just seen them have a great time on Dust 2. It may well be the case once again if they can keep the CT economy under the cosh. It is not going to be a good time for Singularity. This round, nothing going to happen. They have a cheeky little stack in pit. Might find a frag off the back of it. As there are a couple players over on A.
Patsy. He just sees them all. Yeah, whatever. He'll take his one. We'll call it a team that's a stack. Sotfik. Okay, that's just sillily expensive. Finnegan gonna have to make twice as much money to make up for that. And he shall. I'll try to start his insane USP headshot. Back to the back 10. He's out of ammo. Out of ammo on both. ESPADA get the 4th. And keep in mind, Singularity, the better side was their T side, but they ended up winning the opening best of 1 against ESPADA on this map on the CT side. So a bit of a switch, right? They're starting CT, so they're going to end on their strong suit. But it definitely, you could even argue that it was easier for them to end on CT side, Scriv. So I'd say they're going to have to get some more CT rounds here. Let me check how many they got to win. It was 7. So that, to me, their goal should be 6. Or should be like 5 or 6. And then try to close out on the T side, which is the strongest suit of 9 rounds they got there.
Ooh, that is somewhat crazy from Sotfik rushing in, but then the A-bomb site itself is vulnerable, so this is a weird kind of round. The setup is really nice, and they're able to find a frag off the back of it, but they leave the bomb site open. So a 5-on-2 retake that they kind of need to find, where they have a lack of utility and no kits. And Dexter gets a double as they move into apartments, and now they have barely any time to work with. That's a little crazy. Hopefully, sorry, I'm just trying to... My fan seems to have somehow gotten faster. And now my microphone really do be picking it up. Nonetheless, 4v2. Making moves. ESPADA come in with the 5th. What has happened there, Keith? What has happened there, mate? I don't understand. The hard long hold. And then the retake attempt. With, like, nothing to make a retake. I don't...
Hey, man, just let it happen.
Whatever,
just let it happen.
Yeah, it's 1:30 in the morning. Give them a break.
Exactly. We just gotta act like we're Bach in Rank S. Streaming Rank S. That's a throwback if anyone remembers that. Do you remember that?
Yeah, like vaguely.
Okay, okay. That's kind of the vibes we're getting. ESPADA looking to get a 6th though on this T side, which is exactly where they want to be. Singularity really still hoping, and I think ops need to come out for them. Sell rate can buy one next round. Damage, any damage here is really good for them. accelerate gets here in tasteful manner. Perhaps he can punish Sotfik and really start to pressure this retake. Ramoy's crosshair placement is great, though, with that D. Picks up the AK, but not in time before Patsy shuts it down. And they are just going to save the armor. Neither of them have the cheap head armor upgrade, which is kind of a shame. But maybe Nikodaz with a smoke could grab a gun, get out. Neither way, no matter how you slice it, it's going to be 6 for ESPADA.
Yeah, as to be expected, though, coming into this one. But this is what I was talking about. The momentum and the pacing and whatnot that they're able to pick up is now starting to get scary. So it is really getting to a point very quickly of no return. You do have to worry a little bit here, of course, as are our other partners. Hellcase, ever present. Malta V15 to give yourself some extra cash. 15% refill bonus. And once again, thank you to them. They do run one of, if not the best, case spinning website out there. Enunciate. There you go. Okay. Round number 8. Key round. Well, I mean, if they keep going, and the round's over, but they don't realise that the B-bomb site is open. Yeah, key round for Singularity. They've lost the first exchange key. Dima is left low, but at the same time, it's a solid man advantage, and now they slow things down. They are going to bait the CTs out. They've sent a man to fake out towards A. Nikodaz has rotated, but what can he really do? One flash, and he's done. So that'll be the round, more likely than not. But we'll see. Yeah, nah, I think that's it.
We'll see, and Scriv, they're now running away on the upside of the map. Look at the mini-map. Yeah, this is it. Okay.
Alright.
Alrighty. That will be a 7th for ESPADA. I mean, look, you gotta save in a situation like this from Singularity. You've invested in the op, you've lost one player, you only have a smoke, molly, retake. You need maybe a bit more outside of that positioning in a timely manner. ESPADA are gonna hunt you, and they really don't care if they lose all 4 players. Or 5. They're going to leave one on the bomb, and they're just going to straight up hunt. As mentioned, they will lose as many guns as they need to punish Singularity, and that is definitely what's happening here.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I just don't think they're at the same kind of level, and the energy. The tank is out of gas. And ESPADA are kind of abusing that fact. Very simple stuff here from the CT side in terms of, okay, stack this site, stack this site. Nothing too deep from them. It's very simple stuff. And I feel they're trying to concentrate on their mechanics rather than the gameplay, rather than the game plan, sorry. Finnegan and Demet clapping out too. The save does, of course, facilitate a buy, but it has not done an awful lot. They tried to get aggressive in Banana, and they have not found a single frag. They've found barely any damage. It's Steamer who's taken most of it. But the round itself, once again, looks like it is over. We do have Red Star here pretty quickly, and Nikodaz still on the AWP. Will manage to take out the player getting a bit cheeky over the smoke. Red Star looking to push through it. Okay, he could play his cards right here. The other... What? There's 2 players over on A. I get the one, but what's this guy doing in apartments? Okay, Dexter's going to save the day, it looks like, though. Nikodaz in a 1v3. They've bought a lot of time. I thought Red Star, you know, could isolate the 1v1s, but it's just not to be. And now the clutch required from the Star Orper. I mean, he is certainly capable, but time is ticking. He's been spotted out. Whoa, quick one onto Dexter. Can't get the second. It is awfully close. But not going to happen. ESPADA get the 8th. They will eliminate everyone in that round as well, so Singularity gonna have to save. Or half.
You were saying?
Yeah. Did they spend... Oh, okay. All right, I didn't realize they had as much cash. I
They
will
had cash.
hold my
They had
hands up.
money.
I
Yep.
didn't
Yep.
look at the money. I just thought that, you know, I just assumed. And of course, when you assume, you make an ass out of you and me, as they say.
Yes, that is the saying. Yeah.
The you in this situation also being myself.
Thank you, Scriv. I did not want to be held responsible for anything that you said there, so I'm happy that you've distanced yourself from me. I really appreciate that one. Espada heading towards this B side. It's been somewhat easy pickings, if you will, but the Tobas with the secondary perhaps is something Espada are not ready for, not practice against, or straight up not ready. And the post from Tobas, he's just going to wait very patiently. Dima will peek, and that is nuts. The crouching right angle peek, and he'll best a posting up. Now Dima's looking for his second entry. The flick up. Yes, sir. Dima's a machine, and you start to see why I picked him.
He's a beast. They may as well have not bought, so I wasn't far off. I'll just leave it. Mistakes happen, particularly early into the morning after a long day. Nikodos able to get one, but he's dealt with quickly. They want to find a frag for Singularity, a night round for Espada. They are looking to get to bed, to be honest. And of course, looking to secure that second playoff spot to join the Boars. And well, Singularity not going to be fully buying in this one, that I'm sure of. Oh, nade stack. Anyone? Yeah, nice. Nice. Big. They do lose a couple players, but the sacrifice is worth it. Dexter is eliminated, and he's got egg all over his face. They call him Eggster now.
Reasonable. Yeah.
Oh, I couldn't resist.
He scrambled this round. Nikodos adding some salt and pepper. What is that with the CZ? The spray transfer CZ? Have you ever seen something like that? And he is on the hunt for the fourth. He knows Finnegan's weak. I am flabbergasted.
Nico, mate. He's absolutely huge. He's got Nico in his name, of course. So, like, it's only natural that he has the insane power of all the famous Nikos. He'll find the final frag as well. A huge 4K coming in to secure them their second. One in which, you know, I think it's safe to say most of us had written them off. The nade finds the frag, but that is it.
How do you spray transfer a CZ? How do you do that? Now, look, they were somewhat close, and he's close to them, but, like, the CZ kicks like a mule.
Yeah.
Like, how are you controlling that?
One is, like, reason, and the whole thing is, like, they line up, or you're in and out, right? And you're hard to pin down. Or, you know, you could burst a couple players. But holding mouse one, finding two like that are split apart from you, it's mad. It is mad. Will it be the round that Singularity needed? Okay, I thought the double spray down was actually coming in there for Dexter. Not going to be the case. 1-for-1 trade. I mean, they can kind of be happy with that. Nikodos is left pretty low, though.
Oh, sell rate. Took a risk. It doesn't pay off, unfortunately. And it's Nikodos and Tobas alone. They've figured out that they are the B players, and they have isolated that one. Espada will plant, and they'll look to just steal this round away. A 10th on the T side, Scriv. That is kind of far out. That is a really, really good Inferno T half. And the funny thing about Inferno, in North America around this level and then all the way up to MDL to a certain degree, I find the map to be T-sided for NA teams. But if you look at teams the same quote-unquote skill level or in the same competitive level, in Europe and CIS, it seems to always be CT-sided. So I don't know if that's just the way we play the game differently or what the correlation is, but it's always interesting to see a really good CIS team steal away a T-side because it doesn't happen often in their region.
Yeah, definitely, like, interesting to look into, isn't it? Think about and consider and whatnot. But for now, ESPADA able to bounce back. Able to... I don't know whether this comes down to sides or anything like that, to be honest with you, Chief. Oh, no! How does he get away there? How does he get away? I think those next two are a bit too short, actually. He takes a massive chunk of damage, but I think they'll be somewhat surprised they're not able to find the frag. And Nikodos will be counting his lucky stars. He is still alive.
Yeah, he's probably a little pleased that he didn't go down there. Would not have been good at all. Smoke, CT. Molly comes out from Singularity. Dexter burns Nikodos, who is so happy to be alive. There's just simply too much fire for him to handle, and they are charging in this site like they own it. And those are fiery entries from a team that is locked and loaded, as sharp as a razor's edge. And right now, Singularity are just... I mean, exhausted, tired, missing the mark, whatever you want to say. It is just starting to tenfold.
I feel for him, dude. I really do. This is so tough. And you kind of have to argue. Not really, like, they won their best of one 16-10. But then that triple overtime put us behind by miles. I suppose the best of three that they played was also really close. And they did kind of throw it away on overpass. You know, it's 15-10. They had multiple, you know, they had a good opportunity, and yeah, to be fair, okay, so I feel for them a bit, but I'm not giving them the full benefit of the doubt. Some of this is on them. 3-on-3 coming into this round though, Keith. That's not bad.
Yeah, no, not bad at all.
Why is Nikodos? Is he going for the next round, I guess? He's like half by.
I don't know what to tell you. It is round 14. He could be trying to get an op-out. I don't know. We'll see what the loss bonus is like. I think glass cannon, yes. Ramoy through coffins, laid out by Dima. And that'll just be that, won't it? Red start. Behind the smoke. Maybe can deny the plant. Maybe try to find Dima. I'm reaching. And Dima's not even going to allow him. Spot him through the corner of the smoke. ESPADA continue their climb up to 12. And yeah, he can afford a glass cannon. So he'll probably do that. Otherwise, there was no real point in doing the buy he did last round. Yeah, there's no point in doing the buy he did last round then. If he's not going to buy the op, right? Because think about it. They have utility. Although, I don't.
It's like, don't buy anything?
Yeah, exactly. Then the buy is just, I mean, again, exhausted, not thinking, but I feel like that's something you should always be considering as a player.
Yeah, I feel like those are the things that are relatively simple. Because, you know, the mechanics I can give you. Decision making in a panicked moment, I can give you. Meanwhile, they're just opening up onto B here. 4-on-2. Oh, Patsy on 8. What? Cell rate? My guy? No. Now he starts peeking. Bit late. Bit late, mate. Sorry to tell you, but it is. He's just... So how's he got there? Why am I getting shot in the back? Nikodos the only one left. The bomb's actually moved towards the A-bomb site. 13-2. Is more likely than not going to happen here. Yeah, Patsy going to drop him as well. And there you have it. 13-2 on the half. ESPADA dominating. Certainly look kind of close and competitive in some of those earlier rounds of the first half, but towards the end, I think they're so mentally checked out of this, man. Like, it is fair enough, but at the same time, you know, it would be nice to have a bit of competition here. And wow, those odds look familiar.
Not what I expect. I'm just kidding. Those are probably roughly about what I thought. Shout out to LootBet, our betting partner. And LootBet will probably agree with me when I go, it goes without saying that Singularity must win this pistol for those odds to really change at all. And they're going to do a quick confidence-boosting Glock sprint up middle, Scriv. Will they be able to break through?
Here it is. Dima with the first. Oh, Patsy going to chime in. Dexter also coming through. Cellrate gets a frag on the board. So does Nikodos. Can he get 3 more? No, he gets shot in the back of the head. 14-2. ESPADA might just be able to clean things up off the back of that. And take us over the line here, Keith. It is looking more likely than not at this point.
Yeah, looking like this could just be it, but honestly, ESPADA's buy is kind of... I feel like Dexter should have just went for Moss and played like Finnegan. Allowed the SMGs and shotguns to kind of just do their own thing, but no. It's Dima close mid. Smoke's about to fade. The pistols are about to break out. Dima spraying on the first, out of bullets for the second. He actually somehow lands the headshot, but Patsy lies in wait with, what is it, the MX-10 or whatever it's... I don't even remember the name. I just call it the X10 because that's somewhat
XM1040.
XM1040, yeah. Or for short, XM10. Or just the XM.
The XM, yeah.
Yeah,
or the
sounds kind of
auto
cool.
shotty.
Yeah, but like you want to show in-game knowledge, you gotta drop the little XM. But yeah, you're right, it is an auto shot.
Yo, you want a big Valve extended universe? Because it's in Left 4 Dead 2.
Okay, that's
So's
cool.
the Nova.
Yes,
but I don't
so
think
is
it's
the
called
Nova.
the Nova. And the Julies.
So the Deagle as well. Remoy in towards back. Coffin, what a headshot on the soft pick.
Oh,
Someone's waking up or
time
staying
to
awake.
concentrate.
Yeah, sitting up. Deagle will connect. It's cell rate. He's flanking. But 25 seconds. This is going to be so timing-based script.
Oh, cell rate. Able to find another. Finnegan. Ooh, needs to find this fight. Yeah, he knows he's got a player coming in behind him. He's able to dip out just about. And they don't have a lot of time. Remoy's left low. Cell rate creeping in. Will drop him, though, as he tries to deny the plant. Not going to happen. Singularity winning the force by. There you go. Do have to bear in mind, though, at the start of the first half, it's how they found most of their rounds, to be honest. And then they weren't really able to get it done with the rifles, like, at all. So, take it with a pinch of salt, perhaps.
Well, it is definitely a motivator for Singularity, to say the least, right? You pick up this round, you break ESPADA's economy, you know this buy is not going to be strong whatsoever. It's definitely reasons for you to hustle. A reason for you to put some spunk into your step, really get going. You just can't afford to get picked off. Sonfic jiggles, flower pots flying in his face. Those are roses. I'd say he's in trouble.
Okay. Patsy coming in with a dig. Remoy going to drop him. Still that spiciness continues with the pistols. Seems to have slowed down a tad. Made their way up long, push it through the smoke. Oh, risky. Yep, Dexter able to get the flick across. And then, however, Remoy double sprays might just have weathered the storm. 3v2. They're still awfully low, though, Keith. It could swing the way, particularly Dima with this MP9, the automatic shredder. Could catch a few of them off guard.
Sodfic looking for a way in. The paper shredder in Dima's hands. But the clock's already wearing so far down, I think they are just going to go for exits, right? If they can drop any gun from Singularity here, exiting towards apps, which, by the way, Remoy has to. He cannot stick around the pit position, so look for him to start backing on up. And that's exactly what they were kind of sticking around for. Singularity just time it well. They'll make the great escape. Sophics hoping a gun got blasted to him, or he can find a kill last minute. They do just escape with an AK. That's still not so bad. I say that like it's nothing, but in the right hands, it could be a round ender.
Yeah, true, man. And look, in this kind of a situation, this kind of a scoreline, you'll take anything you can get, I'm sure. So, to be a realist about it, And that one-tap potential, like you say, can really make a difference. Ooh, I like this, though. We're stacking up outside of B on the ESPADA side of things. Really looking good. Dima going to find the head of cell rate. Uh-oh. Okay, does get traded back. Getting a bit giddy. However, the next man comes in, retrieves the AK, you know, and they might be able to work it to a player with armor. Now, not going to be the case. Molly comes in. Patsy is in between a bit of a rock and a hard place, but he's able to make it back. And I would like to see Sotfik. Oh, hello. Fancy seeing you here. That's a bit of an awkward face-off there. I don't think Tovers is ready for Patsy, but he's just dipping out of his view. Timing going to be everything here, and it works out in favor of Tovers. The aim punch too much. The 4v2 coming in, so it looks like they weathered the storm. They should be able to get themselves a fifth.
Hey, 5 on the board. Kept the spot off 15. But you know what's coming next, don't you? It is a full buy with rifles. Maybe an up if budgeted on Dima. But you're probably going to want everyone on M4s, full utility, just trying to work across the map because Singularity are still frustrated. Don't let it surprise you. They're definitely just skating by, and it's just going to take one little push from the ESPADA boys, and that could just be all she wrote, Scriv.
I mean, that's kind of what you would expect, right? We've seen scorelines like this before on a team that is maybe outmatched, on a team that is playing a map they're not so confident on. And we would say, yeah, look, there's going to come a point when you make a mistake. And Singularity, they have different things at odds here. The tiredness that we've talked about, the fatigue. Look, we keep bringing it up, but it really is going to have an impact. Because you can sit around, you can wait for a day, right? We all, you know, work. We all sit around and, you know, stay awake for 16 hours or whatever. But it's like kind of not as intense, but it's like being in the gym for 4 hours. I would say it's around the same kind of level. You know what I mean? Like the concentration, the brain power that it takes, kind of some of the physical stuff, right? You never know. Some of these guys might suffer from RSI or whatever. So yeah, and they've not really had too much time to break and to chill and to regroup and to recoup and maybe have a rest, like a proper rest, like a nap or whatever. But it really does come into play for Singularity. Plus, on top of that, they're meant to be good at this map, and it is their pick. And they've already beaten ESPADA earlier today, and it just isn't going their way. They're not playing their A game. They know they're not playing their A game. And there are a few moments as well where they have been a bit unlucky, which feels even worse with all the things I've just mentioned. Dima going to open up. Finnegan going to chime in as soon as I say that. The boost up here, pretty solid. They're going to try and push in through the smoke. Not going to work initially. They do trade 2 for 1 within that exchange, Keith, but obviously it's still a 3v2 overall. Bomb will go down. Chance at holding things off in the post plant, but not going to be easy.
Yeah, needs Nikodos to work an op pick, which is very doable on the CT player. Finnegan's going to have to flash over the roof if he really wants to cross here. And Ramoy's just going to get hard baited for. I kind of really dig this setup from Singularity. Nikodos could get caught crossing down to 30. They'll repeat the shot. They're going to go. They'll fire quad. In fact, it's a smoke. Now Ramoy has to peek out of it. They found his teammate. Ramoy still in the smoke. He's going to peek around the smoke. Gets the first. Cannot spray onto the second, but with no kit, no time. I mean, what were they waiting for?
I don't know. Dexter's hit some sick hops there, mate, but I don't know what's happened to the round. Kind of crazy. Singularity hanging on, keeping them away from 15, which is very, very important. Very important indeed. We'll see though. Still got the money up to buy into this one. Dexter on that AWP looking to find an early opener here. Oh, great little flash to allow the cross to come in. They can't punish him, but then they don't really want to. They just want to keep him at bay for now. Toby's tagged up. Dexter chipped slightly. But ultimately, it is all good.
Ooh. Finnegan, this Jiggles peak. Risky business, risky business. Smoke will bloom. They'll both try to come through it. Cellright nearly traces him to his escape. And plenty of nades to be exchanged here. And it seems like Singularity have done exactly what they wanted of brackets, applied that pressure, baited out those nades, and have fallen back to the B side here, Scriv. This hold will be tough.
We'll manage to find one. Traded back pretty quickly, though. And they are happy to give the site up. Dexter going to try and spam out. Softic, maybe he could have found a spam there. It's not quite the on the coffins plan. But he's not going to go for it. What's the game plan here? Oh, no, that's a bit of a miscalculation as Nikodos comes in with a double. Sealing the deal. It looked like they were going to run away and save, and, well, I feel Dexter felt there was still a smoke there, and fortunately for him, there was not. Wait a second. Wait a second. Oh, okay.
You really thought?
I mean, I thought that's what they'd been setting up for the whole time.
And he dies!
I thought that's what they were setting up for the whole time. Look, dude, it's 2 a.m., okay? We all run away. I'll stay here, and I'll get the ninja defuse. Genius. And then they're mental.
Everyone's just like the one server prematurely. Like, yo, this is a really good idea, man. This is a good idea. They're almost there. They just want to get to that 15. They have the op, pistols, utility, some armor, but they're going to basically put it all into the next round. First pick for Dexter, though. This could make things spicy. Scriv not going to go back for seconds. And the Singularity push was immediately going to look in towards Banana, but they're eating some nade damage. And slowing down, which lets Dexter get a move on.
Shots ring out. Dexter has managed to find an opener. Oh, and Softic's in a great spot. Finds a double on the Deeg. Dexter's also got another. He comes in with 3 in the round, Keith. 3 in the round. A Sparta like that will find their 15th. Singularity going to be kicking themselves. We felt it was inevitable, but like that. Oh, you do have to feel somewhat sorry for them. They will now have to win 8 in a row after letting it slip against the weak bye.
Yeah, this is going to be brutal. I do feel bad for them, Scriv. Dexter wants to end this one. He has a sleep schedule and a workout routine he's trying to maintain. He'll get 2. As he'll peer down Banana and spy nobody is home, they have sent Singularity packing with the AA K1 Deagle in towards A-Halls and brackets. And this is a hard sell, Scriv, isn't it? Finnegan locking it down. 1 more added to the total. The nades are incoming. The damage is free. And Cellright and Red Star, they could be in some trouble. This could just be it. And it's the stand-in alone, Scriv.
His work cut out. Softic waiting on the other side of the smoke. Dima as well. He'll drop 1, but Dima gets the trade. 16